Hey guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TDB bringing you guys episode 136.
And it is a hell of a lot colder than the last time we filmed an episode.
Very true. There's this thing that we do in filming called time travel, where we film in batches sometimes. You'll excuse my voice, I'm losing it a little bit. But 'tis the season to be tea drinking.
And it's been almost exactly 3 months since we filmed episode number 135. So we are back.
We're back. It's been a while. I did have a stint there in a foreign country.
As did I.
As did James.
but you are more recently returned.
I'm more recently returned, and
Yes.
I definitely fared slightly poorer than James did.
But you are also gone much longer.
Ooh.
So.
What do you think of the smell?
It's got sort of like that sweet herbal-y thing going on, is how I would describe it.
Mm-hmm. So this is a
2005.
2005, excuse me.
Yes.
Raw. What's the storage on this look like?
Yeah, so this is the 2005 Tsangliu from Yongqing Hao, which has been naturally stored by Yang, who is the tea producer in southwest Taiwan in Tainan. And they've been teas that I've been drinking a lot. This is actually the first time Denny's had a chance to try these teas, but it's been a brand that I'm a fan of. And this is a Six Famous Mountains blend. I brought it on to an inbetweenisodes maybe about a month ago. Yeah. So excited to, I'm very curious to see what Denny thinks of this tea.
It's nice. It's got old book smell, hints of a little bit of dark red fruits. Looking forward to this, yeah.
Yeah. So this tea is actually a blend of 6 different mountains of spring and autumn. So all from
Hodgepodge.
supposedly old trees. Yeah.
Cool.
So it should be kind of a mix of small leaves, big leaves, etc.
And the blending thing is interesting to me because it seems like it's one of those things where it would seem less scientific in some sense, you know. But people can really actually enhance the flavor of these teas by blending them up.
And one reason why you would blend stuff, especially when you're talking about the long term, is that it'll just add an additional complexity. Teas could age very singularly if you were just talking about like a single origin tree or something like that. So you could have what could be a very good tea with very strong characteristics, but it could be very weak in others. So blending could be a way to get a more rounded, more complete
Hedge
tea.
your bets a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Light. Getting really salty.
So we can see the color of the liqueur is getting a little bit darker from the initial infusion.
I'd say this is definitely light, and this is going to get more powerful. It's got like a little bit of a nutty vibe going on, but I think texturally it's pretty light still.
And I'm getting sort of a dark fruit thing going on right now. Dark stone fruits, something like that. Very smooth. I would say that I agree with Denny in the sense that it is still relatively light, and I would hope that the tea would thicken up as we brew it out.
It's got nice sweetness is coming through on the smell as well.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Putting this in like the warming category, getting a little bit of the herbal vibe you were smelling, for sure. Wouldn't call it like minty, but
it's got a little bit of that, I'd say.
something.
Maybe one of those mountains is causing some mouth cooling.
I'd say the thing about this tea is that it's surprisingly sweet, actually, for what I was expecting. The aroma is really strong, at least from the cup, and yet the texture of it, the flavor profile, it's not underwhelming, but lighter than I was expecting. So it's kind of interesting. Nice.
Yeah, it's not a very loud tea where it's like
right.
tons of flavors or anything like that. It's very more in sort of like the soft and smooth category.
Barely any bitterness at all, if any. Maybe just a hint at the very end.
Yeah. Let's push this just
yeah.
for an extra hot second.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised. I'm used to the insanity that is James's use of raw Pu'erh in the cup.
You know, the more I've been drinking, the more I've gravitated to more aged stuff that especially has sort of profiles sort of like this, where it's like, you know, you might get a little bit of astringency if you push it, but it's pretty light as far as like bitterness and astringency. It's very smooth. I also like the way that this tea extends sort of into the back of the mouth.
Cheers.
A little bit more activity on this tea. A little bit more astringency. I could feel a slight bit of drying in my mouth.
I'm definitely getting more of the earthiness of the Pu'erh now.
Yeah.
And I mean, the astringency piece, it's not super strong.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The aroma of this is very impressive for a tea of its age, that it's managed to maintain such like a pleasant, strong aroma for so long. You know, we pushed this, but it doesn't look all that much darker.
I was gonna say, I'm not noticing. I'm not noticing the liqueur get super dark. I'm not noticing super intense development of flavors. I think it's just kind of like very steadily getting a little bit stronger and stronger each go.
And that's kind of been my experience with this tea. This tea has very good longevity in the sense that it could go easily for 15 plus steeps. Usually you could probably push it to 18 or 19 if you really wanted to, which is pretty good.
I think it's really starting to shine now. It's getting a little bit more of the fruit going on, more of the earthiness. Yeah, I'm excited to keep on drinking this.
Yeah, more textures happening.
I agree with you about the it's a very physical tea. I'm feeling it, like deep in my throat, and definitely warming me up a little bit as well. So, and maybe it's going to soothe my losing my voice a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, totally.
We'll
just keep drinking this tea. We might have to have some silent infusions. Maybe I can do a monologue.
Yeah, you can do
practice my Shakespeare.
You can do ribbon dancing interpretation of what I'm thinking. About the tea.
Yeah, it'll be like potatoes. Like dig up some potatoes or something.
But you have to know that through ESP.
Okay,
for sure.
Okay.
Oh, this has been another episode of TV.
Yeah.
Getting back to our roots of complete ridiculousness. Shenanigans. I'm enjoying this tea a lot. This is definitely one of those teas that I think takes a fair amount of attention because it's subtle. I'm enjoying these more intense infusions now. That could be because I need to sharpen my palate a little bit here, but this is really yummy. This is I think this fits the season well, daily drinker.
Yeah, and I mean, I think this sort of tea would fit a couple of different categories. For like maybe you and I, it would be like sort of an attentive tea where we could enjoy it. It's sort of like the development of infusions. I think if you were to give this tea to a newer drinker, they'd be like, "It's good, it's sweet." Yeah, and probably that would be more or less their take on it.
Right. It's getting nice and intense now. I'm liking that. So, yeah. So, James, where can folks find out more about tea things?
Yeah, you guys should come check us out at tdb.org. Hit that subscribe button down below for the channel. Releasing lots of videos, apparently periscopes now. So we're a bit off and on with the old periscope, but you could get some behind the scenes looks at TDB, where we are totally different people. Not quite. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys for episode 137.
Cheers.